We're bringing in Georgie from the one and only Alien Boy collection, and let me just switch back the display capture to the other one, and then give him a quick little call here. Yo, good morning, good morning. How are you?
Hello, how are you?
Good, good. So, is this the one and only Georgie? I want to make sure that we're talking to the one and only because I think your Twitter presence, the character you've created out of Alien Boy, is one of my absolute favorite within the NFT space.
Oh yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, you are talking. We actually with the only one.
The only one. So for Alien Boy, I'm curious. Can you give us a little bit of a background of what that project is for anyone that's tuned in right now that might not know who you guys are?
Yeah, of course, we are an NFT project. Yeah, well, we are considered one of the OGs because we are from. Yeah, or date is or mint date is from June. We started the project on May. Last days of May, we announced the project and we opened the mint on June and we sold out in 4 days. That was record by that time. And well, it's a project about aliens. We consider us and yeah, we consider ourselves as aliens. We are four friends. Then our team gets bigger. We are not eight now that are in our group in our team, but we have also like mm, around I think around 10 people that it's helping with our project too as contributors. So yeah, that's basically what we do here. We're an NFT project, one of the first in this last hype about the NFTs.
Yeah, I hear you. Yo, it's so cool to be able to talk to you because I think, when we're looking at NFT projects right now and ones that come up, it feels very different, right? Where everything's about whitelist, everything's kind of about hype, and it's not the same like it was back then. So can you kind of walk us through when you were getting prepared to have your launch date and kind of the emotions you were going through and I guess kind of set the scene of what the NFT space was like back then?
Yeah, I mean that was sick because we sold out in 4 days. We have a lot of time. I mean that the Alien Boys project that started like a year ago from since our main day, because I mean we were working with our agency. We have an agency that has five offices worldwide and decided to to cut some shit because we don't want to keep working with some brands we were working or I mean we were tired about deadlines and all that shit and we decided to make a project. It's like a side project from an agency and we said well let's do it just for fun and to make a community to give value to the community. We're very good at what we do, so we're very. I mean, we're nerds. We love that. We love coding. We love that. We love math. So we decided to give value to our community and decided to start the Alien Boy. And yeah, to be honest, it was sick because in 4 days our project was sold out and we started a Saturday, and that Saturday we were 8 people in a Discord. Nobody knew me that time. We were only 8 people. I remember my first friend in the NFT community that it's Kimo, and he said, "Okay, I have good relation with the camels. I'm gonna invite some people." And yeah, it went viral. I mean that yeah, we went viral and the project was sold out. And then we had a very good roadmap for the standard of that time, and we accomplished all the roadmap in our first round. I mean, it was very easy for us because we are used to work with deadlines and with very hard work, and that's it's very easy for us. So now in our second roadmap that we presented the first day of this year, we decided to make something more completely different, many more, much more difficult for involving a lot of things like I don't know, like some things that I can talk about, but we have the alien nodes, the evolution, the fusion, breeding, a project 100% on chain. I mean, we're doing a lot of shit together this year, and I'm so happy. I'm glad that I was able to make this community that it's so fucking awesome. Our vision is mainly to give people the brand, to use the brand. Our brand is on open source. We were the first that made an open source brand in NFT, because we're not planning to earn money from our brand. We want people to make good things with the Alien Boy, and we're gonna support everyone. And I mean, that's very rewarding for me, because I'm starting from scratch. I'm an underdog, and it was very difficult to start from scratch. I mean, now I want our community to have the opportunity to start from, I mean, very high. They are
Yeah.
starting with a brand that is known by a lot of people, and that's great.
Well, you talked a minute ago about how you guys kind of went viral, and the space moves so fast. I kind of forgot. Like this past summer, it was Alien Boy summer. Everyone on Twitter was talking about it, and it was an absolute wave. And I mean, take us back through kind of how that happened. Was it just something where you guys launched and there was so many people that really liked the project? Was there a certain person that ended up like getting into the project that kind of spurred it? Because it was really like back in the day when NFT Twitter and everything was really kind of forming, Alien Boy Summer
Yeah.
was the hot topic.
Yeah, definitely. Because as I told you, we came from a background from agencies, a digital agency. We're a native digital brand, and it's like our shit, we made marketing. We know how to market, and at that time, all the space was moved by influencers. If you have the right connection, your project was sold out. So we knew that we have to make some connections, and to bother certain people. And I decided to make my own character, because I'm talking to you, and this is Georgie Boy. It's a fucker that loves to hang out with people, to say bullshit, and to, I mean, it's a hard worker. It's a common guy.
Yeah,
And
hell yeah.
we know that we have to make things, and to start telling the truth about the NFT space at that time. And that all the space was moved by influencers. So I need to bother some people. I mean, we rejected when our project was about 70% sell out. A very big brand. I mean, a very big brand. It's a massive brand. In I mean, it's huge. Called us to say, okay, I have a fund. We want to buy the 30% of your project, but you have to docs, and we have to know what you are going to do next. We are going to put some things in your roadmap, and I fuck them off. So I say, no, 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 you are crazy, boy. Our project is already sold out. I don't need you. Oh, but you are rejecting this. You are rejecting $1 million. I don't give a fuck about your $1 million. We are good as we are. Believe me, I told him so. And I think that he was kind of connected with people that it's part of the NFT community that wasn't take very well for many of them, because at that time the most the most common decision, the common sense, was to say, okay, let's do this partnership. But we say no, and we have to find something to bother to have some kind of attention or exposure. So I found that one of the most known people in the space is Spransky. He still is one of the most yeah, he still was of the most known people here. So we start calling him Pranksy, like a prank, and everything, because Chaos, that is my one, yeah, it's my partner and one of the team, and he's the most talented guy I've ever met designing. He has dyslexia, so he confused the word, and he put Pranksy and not Pranksky, and everyone started to laugh about it, because it sounds like we were pranking him. So one we made some things. We started to shock about that, and fortunately he replies us in a tweet, like saying fuck you, fuck this, you know, you never got me with doing this, you fuck this. And that's why like was kind of huge for us, because it was okay, so he saw us, you know, he's noticed that we are here. And that's why the what we talked like it was my flag to say, okay, Pransky know that we are here, and this fucker is not gonna I mean he's not gonna stop this. And I'm talking, I started to bother him a bit. I really believe that he's a good guy, you know. I have now some kind of I maybe changed a bit of my mind about him, because we have some people in common, and they told me I have friends now in the community that say, hey Georgie, I believe me, he's a good guy, and I think that he's a good guy, but I just bothered him to have our exposure, and it was really fast as we did.
That's awesome. And yeah, I remember the prank sky thing. That was the thing that everyone was going after originally for one of the traits on this. And I know that you guys, I mean, like kind of just like scrolling through the site here a little bit. I know that you guys did do the alien kind of like doodle version. I didn't realize the name was Dougal, but the alien Dougal.
Yeah.
And then also for your merch, you're doing something where I didn't realize that it was an NFT variation of that to redeem, which I know for things like Uniquely that they've done different things with like Cyberkongs. And I know the Gutter Cat Gang did a similar thing with the
Yeah.
merch and the NFT aspect. So those are the two next things that I want to kind of like dive into here. So for your roadmap 2.0, you decided to do something that was, I think, brilliant. Go where the wave is. See, everyone's doing these different derivatives of the project, but you're an established project. You're an OG one, and you're like, whatever, we're going to do it. So you create these, you know, simple kind of drawings of the alien boy, and it's a smashing success, essentially. So walk us through that entire decision.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy, because it started as a joke on a Sunday, and a common Sunday. It was with my fam, and it started as a joke from Peniak that saying, "Say everyone is doing a derivative from our initial project, so I'm gonna do this derivative from the alien boys." And he drew some doodles, and we really love that style. You know, I think that it's cute. I mean, it's a style that fits perfect with your PFP. So we told him in public in our Discord, why don't we do this together? You're part of a community. We love to make things with your community, and as I always said, we are here to help you. So why don't you make this with us? He first think that I was some fucking crazy or drunk, you know. This no way, Georgie, you're not gonna to do this, never. And I say yes, we're gonna be the first project in an NFT space, our original project OG that makes his own derivative. We are not expecting something from outside our community to make the derivative, but we're going to make do by ourselves. And nobody believes me. And that Monday we have ready our contract to. We were testing the contract to make this project, and we announced that it was true, and we are gonna do this. And now I think that I don't want to sound like like I'm flexing, you know, but I really believe that it's, apart from Doodles, that is the original about this style. I think it's the best project in this style that you can have now in the NFT community. Cause I told he's like Beltracci. You know who he is, Beltracci? He's Beltracci 3.0, you know? He can enter into every single fucking style art, and he made that something better from anything. And he can do something great with no, I mean, he doesn't need inspiration. He's always inspired. He's a fucking talented guy, and I love him.
Yo, bet. Yeah, I think it's hella cool. And yo, guys, I'm seeing a couple of you in the chat. If you got any questions for Georgia Boy, feel free to ask, and we'll kind of get into stuff. But for, you know, now we've learned a little bit about I think, like the most front-facing thing here with the Dougals. And again, I love them. But for the merchandise, for anyone that is kind of like looking at the project or learning about it for the first time, personally, I'm a huge fan of merch. I love collecting it from, you know, collections. Even if I don't own like just the normal NFT, I love picking up some of the merch for it. And so you guys are doing this NFT merch. It looks like there's 24 items listed for it, if I'm looking at kind of the right thing here.
Yeah.
But how does it kind of like break down? How does the redeeming work? And is there still a chance to get in from like a mint, or is it just picking up through here off the secondary?
Yeah, yeah. No. We publish everything there in OpenSea. We tokenize the second part. The main idea was from Bloomberg Capital, and they made that for Gooder Cat. I talked a lot with him. I told him that at first I have some kind of misunderstood with the Gooder, because I say that's not. I don't consider this as an utility, because utility is something you can have for free when you have your token, and if you are paying your merch, that's not an utility. I give you the chance only to have some kind of quality shit, but then they understand my point about that. But I also talked with Bloomberg and said that the idea was really really good. It was crazy because people can have yeah, maybe they can collect it to wait for it, or to say, to speculate about that they are like it's some kind of limited edition, so they can trade it, they can redeem. I think that's really really something that it's good, I mean, it's crazy because it's we are doing something that maybe in 2 or 3 years we are gonna see big brands doing this like tokenized, so we decided to tokenize our second collection. We always look for very, very high quality shit. I'm not going to drop anything, not a single project, not even a merch. I don't know. We never release something that it's not top notch. So we really found I mean, it's a partner of us. We first release our first merch with Top Draw merch, that they are very known I mean, they work with very big brands. The quality of the merch was incredible, was awesome. Everybody was happy. And in this second stage, we decided to give some place to one of the boys in our community that it's done has done a great job founding the best quality around. And I think that I'm very happy with the results. Yeah, the collection is open. People can buy in the trades of the NFT. You have the sizes and what does it include, and we also make you can have that as a collectible, because the ones that not don't redeem they have a full year to redeem, and those that don't redeem will have a surprise that we have ready for them in case they decide not to redeem.
Okay. Well, now we know a little bit more about the merch. And again, guys, if you check it out, it's called the Alien Boy merch here on OpenSea, or if you happen to use Looks Rare, I believe it's on there as well. George, you guys also created the Alien Girl collection, and I thought this was super, super smart to, obviously you guys are called Alien Boy, but to add a little bit more inclusivity to things. So how come, apart from that you decided to add the Alien Girl collection?
Yeah, I mean, it was something that it was what the people was expecting. They want we have the boys, and some say, I mean, why only boys? Why not girls? And some people start saying, I mean, the alien boy is not just a boy, It's like a kind of it's a I really believe that it's part of a culture, It's not about being a boy; it's about being an alien. It's the alien boy is just the representation of something that is from the outside and make things as he wants, And I really believe we always hear our community. We are here to make them happy, So if they want the alien girl, what we cannot do this, because my only concern was to find a real utility for them, not just to make girls because they are girls, And then I start seeing a lot of people, boys, using girls, so that was very rewarding for us. So we decided to make the alien girls because we're going to do some kind of breeding between them, and that breeding is going to take two different paths. One is more techie, geek, or something like that. That is going to involve 100% breeding on chain project, and the other part is going to be more artistic or more like a project that it has evolved in his art, So I think we are testing the tech. We are pushing the boundaries of all this shit we're doing. And I love my community, I love the community, the NFT space, the whole NFT. Of course I love more my community, but I think that we are yeah, that's real, I think we are making changes here right now by trading sheepy, so I mean we're trading PNGs, and we are changing the world. And I'm sure what we are doing here, we I maybe I don't know if we can dimension what the fuck are we doing, but it's gonna be the standard of the brands in the next 2 or 3 years. That's really blows my mind. And I mean, okay, the community want girls, let's do girls, and then okay, let's find some kind of utility between them, and that's how the alien girls, I mean, they born like that. But some people also say, well, maybe the UFOs is another great chance to make. Why don't UFOs? And I say, okay, why UFOs? Maybe. So we decided to make a 50-50 drop, where you decided to claim you have a 50% chances to grab a girl or a UFO. And we made some kind of logic, because we are nerds and we love math and all that stuff. So we make a logic in the code that randomly assign one of them to, and that number has to that is very, very interesting, because when you decided to put the click in your fucking mouse, the method we code goes to the exact moment in the blockchain where you minted your alien boy, finds that number, and from that number it decides if you are gonna take a girl or a UFO. And that's something fucking crazy that has never been done, and I'm so fucking proud of it. But most of people don't understand what the fuck does it mean. But it's just something rewarding for us. I don't give a fuck if people doesn't understand this. It's just very funny for me to see that they don't know what the fuck they are doing, and they just believe it's something random. But it's not random. Nothing is random in computing. Random doesn't exist. You have something that could be probably random, but random doesn't exist. And that's very funny for me, because I'm a nerd and I know that nobody cares about this, but I don't give a fuck.
Hell yeah. Listen, George, you talk with a certain bit of confidence. And in the chat, Mr. Hendricks is saying, will Georgie be running for president of the NFT community? So do you ever think that's, not that we necessarily have a president right now, but do you think that's ever in the cards for you?
Maybe if I run for president, we're gonna have a hard time for people to be allowed to vote me, because there are some kind of influential people in the NFT community that doesn't like my style much. So I think we're gonna first have to fight those powers. But I think that I'm kind of or telepathic powers as alien could have maybe in the future.
So you brought up kind of the, other people's
Yo, now
perspective.
I'm seeing you in Twitch right now. Yo, you're a handsome boy.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. But you mentioned within there something that I think is really interesting that, like, for other projects, collectors, etc., they might look at you guys a little bit differently because your art style is so significantly different than what we see. Right? Like if you go and you look at the alien boys and the girls, all of it is very, very different, but it's in its own kind of lane. So do you think that that's a disadvantage or more of an advantage to kind of, I guess, be like an outlier where you're not doing what everyone else is doing?
Yeah, let me be completely honest with this. I mean, let me ask you some question. Do you see something similar about the alien boys or the alien girls in the NFT community? Some
No,
project
I
that,
don't. I
yeah.
don't think so. No.
Well, that, in my opinion, in the short term, is something that is like a kind of disadvantage, because people is seeing something that it's not the common, the standard of the community. The standard is to just to grab a probably random animal, and they say, okay, let's gonna do some trace for this animal. And that's gonna work because of the board apes. They are the OGs. They're always gonna be the first project that has that kind of exposure, and the rest is just copying the same style. Of course, we have some kind of influence for them too, but we decided to make something completely different. So in the short term, that is a disadvantage for us. But let's try not to think about the short term stuff. Let's think about 2 or 3 years. Who's make that something like this kind of style, this art? Nobody. And that is gonna maybe possibly can be seen by a lot of people, because I think that we are very, very early, and I mean that not more than, I mean, we're a few, right now in the NFT community. I mean, we have a potential to be millions, but we are a few. So in the future, I think that people gonna say, "Oh, fucker, these fuckers! Look what they made at that time. That's not common, you know." And let's see when they mean the project. Oh, fuck! It's June 2021. That's really awesome, And I think that that's gonna be a really, really huge advantage in the future. That's why I'm so bullish about everything we do. And of course, we know a lot about the tech. I mean, I'm not trying to sound like I'm flexing myself, but we are really good at what we do, and I think that's our main, yeah, that's our main strength here,
So with all of that, and I think that's awesome that you guys are really kind of focusing on a different style and ultimately your own. But after seeing the success that the Dougal version of these had, do you think at all that you are, whether it be as like a genuine part of the collection or just for fun, going to potentially do other variants of Alien Boys and Girls and all, the whole ecosystem in some of these art styles, depending what's ever hot? Because I think right now some of the hyper realistic 3D type models, where like Hate Beast today is a good example, where
Yeah.
people are like, oh my god, it's very hyper realistic and I really, really love it. Do you think that anything similar to that is something that you guys will do in the future to, match some of these things as just something for fun or genuinely as part of the collection?
Yeah, no, it's exactly as you said. It's great. I mean, today I've seen those Hyper Beast and they blow my mind. That's kind of an art style that I really love. Something similar happened to Mechas when they launch, and now Mechas has, I mean, they are a bit like forgotten. I mean, I think that, yeah, I have something that nobody has. I have Beltracci 3.0, If we want to make something like kind of 3D render, something hyper realistic, we can make this because I have chaos and they don't. And that's mine or main strength here too, But yeah, I think that now is like the trend, and they main, I don't know how to say this, the main thing to show, or maybe the something that is their advantage, maybe it's the art, or they're trying to get advantage of the art. But we are more focused on the utility, we are more focused on the community. And I think that we made doodles as a joke, and in 2 days I decided, okay, this is not gonna be a joke, so we decided to make some kind of story about a portal where the boys go into that portal, and now they are in the Doodle land, So we partner again with, well, not again, they are all our main partners. We partner with the Lamboat. We asked them, let's do a special plaza for the Dougals. So Dougals are gonna have their own space in the metaverse. They're gonna be in the sandbox with a plaza with all these pastel colors, and that is gonna be crazy too. And we want to put like a kind of, I don't know, it's like the respawn, where you the portal, yeah, the portal where you enter into one place, because you have one Dougal for each boy, So when you go through the portal, you with your Dougal, you're gonna be with your alien boy in the other side of the portal. And that's like the kind of the story that I mean, it's about the Dougals. They're gonna have their own utility. It's gonna be part of, really a part of our project. We never do something that is just, I mean, with nothing behind,
Yeah, I love it. Now, Georgie, we might have had some people that joined a little bit late, and we're wrapping things up here shortly. But for anyone that's tuned in right now that might not have gotten into your collection of Alien Boy, do you want to give kind of a quick little rundown about what you guys are, what you're offering, and kind of a little bit about this roadmap 2.0?
Yeah, of course. Oh, it's a bit difficult because a lot of shit is happening in our project. I mean, we have the one of the greatest communities there. I mean, everyone is can talk to you about our community. I think we have one of the most supportive communities around. Yeah, I honestly believe that. I'm not saying because it's my project or our project. We have an open source brand. Everyone, by holding a boy, owning a boy, can use the Alien Board brand to make things in real life, and I'm personally going to support them, to talk with everyone about this. And I mean, that's something that I think is huge. I'm not trying to raise my bucks. I don't need any more than what I have. I have I've been very lucky in my life, and I'm trying to spread that luck with all the people that is a part of our community. So we're going to help them in the real life. We're gonna make some kind of in real life events, trying to promote all the projects that they decide to do in life. And our main vision is to help people to accomplish their dreams. Because our dream was to have a great community and to make a project that make have fun of with our team, to be happy with our fans, to have some spare time to be with our families, and I mean to travel a lot. And we accomplished that dream. So now my main dream is to make other people happy. And that's people know, the NFT community know me, and they know that it's 100% my vision, and it's 100% what I really feel. That's not something that I'm talking because our project is already sold out. I don't need to sell anything. I don't give a fuck if the floor is zero, because we already sold out. But I really want to make people happy. We want today I told my community, I want all of you to be rich. Not because of the money, but the time that money gives you to make your shit in life. To I mean, if you're an alien boy, I'm gonna to talk with everyone that your Twitch is the best, because I love you, and I'm gonna be ready and available to talk with you anytime you want. That's my main vision with the alien boy. And if you want to use the alien boy brand to power your Twitch, I'm totally down with that. And I mean, I'm gonna give you prizes. I'm gonna give you some merch for you to give away. I mean, that's our vision.
Yo, this guy's crazy. Guys, I love it. Listen, Georgie, as someone that's been kind of like in the space for like I guess like a year and really watching it as you've kind of grown, people have said like, "Hey, how do we kind of do this Twitter game and how do we do all this kind of stuff?" And I would say, look at Alien Boy, look at Georgie, and see how it's a personality, it's a person. There's authenticity, there's something unique about it, and really, I think it's awesome that you're taking the gang and making it something special. I really want to thank you for coming on here, and this has been super, super cool. And I'd love to have you on again sometime soon if you're down for it. But I hope the rest of your day is amazing. And again, thank you so much for popping on the stream today.
No, please, thank you so much for having me here. And I have to publicly say sorry, because last time I wasn't available. I promised you I was going to be there, but I couldn't.
Hey, no worries. No
So
worries at all.
yeah, yeah, sorry. I'm gonna be here whenever you need me. So, or
Okay.
whenever you want to talk with someone and you're just, I don't know, if someone fails, I'm here, boy. So that's me.
Hell yeah. Guys, if you're tuned in right now, let's get some W's in the chat for the one and only Georgie Boy of Alien Boy. Boss, we'll talk super soon. And again, thanks for coming on.
Thank you, fuckers.
All right. Yo, there he is. Sheesh. Not bad, eh?